This music is from Azerbaijan. I'm not sure how many of you know where Azerbaijan is. Azerbaijan is southern former Soviet Union by Caspian Sea, and it is divided between Iran and actually it was divided between Iran and Russia, and it still is divided. But the Russian part of it is independent now. And their cultural expression is suppressed for a long time under Soviet rules. But in recent years, it has been coming out and expressing in Europe, in the US, and now we have in Thailand. And I'm very delighted that you have taken the time to experience this beauty of the cultures and the music that is common language. Last night I was just thinking that these three folks here that I'm going to introduce in a minute, they all speak three different languages. Their original language is different, but one common language is the music that they can talk together besides English, and they can communicate very well. Azerbaijan is very rich in culture, music. Some of the students, I see some of the faces in the morning that we put in the classes, they experienced a little bit, but today or this afternoon you will experience some different aspect of the music and the concert. To my left is Jeffrey Warbach, who is a native of New York, believe it or not. The first time I saw him 2 years ago, who was performing a concert. I thought actually he's from Azerbaijan, but he wasn't. I realized that he's a Yankee. I don't know if he likes or not. Call him a Yankee. But he sings Azerbaijani, he speaks Azerbaijani, and he plays all these three instruments that you will see today afternoon. But his specialty is Kamancha, that he will probably may explain a little bit more himself. In the middle is Fuad Jalilov, who is from Azerbaijan, and he's going to play tar. And to my left again, the last person is Asher Baryov, who is from Uzbekistan, and he speaks Uzbeki. So his first language is Uzbeki. He speaks with Fuad Russian, that's the way they communicate. Fuad speaks Azerbaijani, and Jeff, right, speaks so many things I have to remember. Jeff speaks, of course, Azerbaijani and English. So, but the common language is music, so I'm not going to take any more time. Let's welcome them and then get the program going.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. We're going to get straight to the music right away, but let me just say a word or two, if it doesn't strain us too much. The music from Azerbaijan is part of the family of music from the entire eastern region, beginning all the way in northwest Africa, Morocco, all the way to Indonesia. And it's part of it, it's right in the middle of that whole world of eastern music. So the reason I mention that is because in general, the eastern cultures have a different view of traditional music. It's not exactly the same thing as our music in the sense that they don't consider it entertaining. It's more of an experience, and it's a kind of the best of this music, and we hope to present some of that to you. It's for entering a kind of a trance-like state of mind. So at least, I don't know about these other gentlemen, but for me, when I'm playing, I want you to focus your attention more on your own state of mind as it's being affected by the music, because that's the reason that I'm an American who loves this music. Why? Because it's so effective. It's such a powerful form of meditative, has such qualities to it that that's the impression I want to bring. It's also, when we play the ensemble, some of the livelier pieces, it's delightful music. The rhythms are very lilting and delicate. There's no chords here. Everything is melody. So, and there's no throbbing bass. You're not going to hear anything that you're going to be familiar with. But it's not so much, unfamiliar music as it is I hope that you find the connection to it as I did, which is when I first heard it, it was both unfamiliar and somehow very familiar. So that's the impression I hope that you get. We're going to begin with an obligatory march called Heirati. We have to play this. It's a nice piece of music. It's not part of the repertoire that I'm interested in. I have to do this because the boss from Azerbaijan said we have to play this. Every concert begins with Heirati. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will.